Well, well, well. We have come to the day, and I hope this day comes soon because I am sick of this, man. And I'm sorry, y'all, but my last couple of videos on this channel has been about Aaron Rodgers. He is a bane in my side. Aaron Rodgers came out of the darkness undecided. He was in the darkness and still came out undecided. We thought that the darkness was going to give him clarity. And it didn't. It didn't. Aaron Rodgers he's full of himself right now. The darkness wasn't enough. And coming from a reliable source right here, Don Cleveland says the Packers are now open to moving on, quote unquote, from Aaron Rodgers because unlike the past 2 seasons, they now see a guy capable of starting in Jordan Love. They also have cap issues to work through too, because they about 20-something million over the cap right now. Thank you, KD, for that. I appreciate that. Aaron Rodgers, didn't I tell you? Big head Mars attack. Look at the helmet, bro. Look at the helmet. It's about time. It's about time. Aaron Rodgers has played with their emotions for too long. The brother came out the darkness and is still with no decision. He still don't have a decision. I thought you... When the Detroit Lions eliminated the Green Bay Packers from playoff contention at home, when Aaron Rodgers lost to that team at home, when Dan Campbell went 3-1 against the Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers, I recall this in the code. It was his breath. You can see his breath. He said, I'm not going to make them wait that long for a decision. I'm not going to keep them hanging, is what Aaron Rodgers said on January 8th, 2023. Can anybody tell me what day is it? It is the second to last day of Black History Month. We have seen the Super Bowl, the entire playoffs, and we are 4 or 5 days from the NFL Combine, and this man came out of the darkness undecided. And it's about time. I said this to y'all last week. He playing with my emotions. They should have been done this. And I'm going to tell you what. He's on the hook for a lot of money. And if they let him come back, I don't have much respect for Green Bay. The only respect that I have for Green Bay is that they don't have an owner. That's it. If they let Aaron Rodgers come, money or not, because it ain't all about the money. Aaron Rodgers says so himself. He got plenty of it. It ain't about the $60 million he's supposed to get. It's about the principalities, Smokey. And that is what the Green Bay Packers need to stand on right now. Principalities. It's the principalities, bro. Coming from Albert Breer, reliable source. See the check mark. NFL senior reporter, lead content strategist. It's time for the Green Bay Packers to move on from Aaron Rodgers. At this point, I don't care nothing about the NFC North. I care about the fact that they got a kid sitting over there that they drafted in the first round. Y'all recall about 15 years ago. Let me see if I have this. Hold on. Let me take you back. I'm going to take you back. I do have it. Here we go. 15 years ago, I seem to recall a former Green Bay Packer who's currently in the Hall of Fame that decided, should I stay or should I go? I'm going to cry at the podium. I'm going to unretire. I'm going to retire again and cry again at the podium. Nothing wrong with real men crying. Real men can cry. It's okay. No matter what you've been told, it's okay to shed tears. That's a human emotion. But I recall 15 years ago, this very same thing happening with the Green Bay Packers and a guy known by the name of Brett Favre. I don't know if that name holds the same value today. Brett Favre decided that he was going to play with their emotions and keep on playing games like the Backstreet Boys. And the Green Bay Packers bossed up and said, you got to go. We're going to trade you out of the NFC to the New York Jets. New York Jets. And Brett Favre had the nerve, the audacity to feel some type of way. What you feeling some type of way for? It's like the boy who cried wolf. He can only cry so long, and then after that, he gonna stop. You know why? Because the wolf gonna get him, because ain't nobody coming out to help him. That is how this is right now. And 15 years later, and I recall, as we stay in this dream state, that there was a guy who they drafted in the first round in 2005, I believe it was, who sat behind Aaron Rodgers for 3 years as he played with their emotions for 3 years. His name is Aaron Darkness Rodgers. Isn't it funny how the same thing is happening in the exact same way as it did 15 years ago? Well. And we're back. We're out of the dream state. Unbelievable. If the Green Bay Packers, my mic pops every time I say the word Packers. If the Green Bay Packers decide to let this man, I don't care, bro. They don't need money. None of these NFL teams need money. It's time to let this man go. I hope he retires and does them a favor. Because you can only take so much. It's time to move on. And if they decide that they're going to, you know how Aaron Rodgers said, I own you. I own the Bears. He owns the Green Bay Packers. That's who he owned. I saw online, this was NFL, an NFL analyst said, I have never seen a one-player control an organization. The Lions won't give Calvin Johnson this 1.6. And they letting this man, now remember, these were his words, not mine, after his second consecutive loss to the Detroit Lions. His run the table, make it to the playoffs. Not so fast, Aaron. Right? That he sat there post-game and said he wasn't going to keep them waiting. Ladies and gentlemen, would you call it's been about 7 weeks. Eric says Favre didn't have the control like Rodgers does. They told Favre we started a rookie and he didn't want to be the backup. You speaking facts. You speaking facts. If they let him do this, the little smidget of respect that I have for the Packers organization, which is the equivalent of throwing up and then swallowing it, that will be gone. That will be gone. This guy is 39 years old, and he's he's doing something that I can't say because this is a family show. I wouldn't say it anymore. Aaron Rodgers, it's time to go. Green Bay Packers, boss up. You know, we tell our kids, our sons to boss up, right? Boss up. It's time for Green Bay Packers to boss up and let him go. Show them who's boss. You are the historic Green Bay Packers. People got to buy tickets for their grandkids because the legacy is so deep. Show that. Boss up and tell this man to get to stepping. It's time to go.